Hi everyone, welcome to Humble Warrior Yoga. My name's Taylor. Today's session is just going to be a full body 20-minute session. Before we start, the fun fact today is that sea otters hold hands while they're sleeping so that they don't drift apart. Alrighty, we're going to start this one in a child's pose. So go ahead and have your toes together and your knees together or apart, whatever your preference is. And then bring your forehead down onto your mat. Go ahead and close your eyes and start by taking a few deep breaths just to settle into this space. And as you take these breaths, notice how you're feeling, if any place feels tight or stuck. See if you can direct your breath to those areas. Take one more deep breath in. And a big breath out. From here, stretch your arms forward so your elbows lift up off of the ground, but your palms are still flat. Really begin to curl your tailbone under and pick your hips up off of your heels so you're coming up, rounding forward, feeling it in your low back, mid back, upper back. When your shoulders get over top of your wrists, flick your tailbone, arch your spine, and bring your hips back towards your heels. So we'll do a couple of these undulations. So rounding, curling the tailbone under, pushing the floor away. When the shoulders get over the wrists, flick the tailbone up and start to bring your bottom back down towards your heels. Keep going with your breath. So inhale up. Exhale brings you back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale brings you up. And then come into a tabletop. So reorient your legs so your knees are under your hips, hands are under the shoulders. Let's do some regular cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, flick the tailbone up. Exhale, round, push the floor away. Even pop up onto your fingertips and shimmy the shoulders when you get into that cat position. Inhale to cow, palms come down, arch the spine. And exhale, round into cat, popping up onto the fingertips. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And this time as you breathe out, downward facing dog, walk your hands forward, curl your toes under, pick your knees and hips up. When you get there, march out your heels, bend one knee and the other knee, opening up the backs of the legs. Try and press your hands down and forward so your shoulders elevate up towards your ears. And then from here, come high onto your tippy toes. Drop both heels over towards the left so you feel a nice side body stretch on the right hand side. Keep the right palm flat. Get some breath into that right side body. Good. Inhale back to center. Heels drop over to the right. Left palm stays flat. Good. Coming back to center, spike up high onto your tippy toes, hike your right hip up, step that foot forward, left hip up, step that foot forward, and keep going until you're all the way to the top of the mat. You can have a generous bend in your knees here and grab opposite elbows, swing and sway from side to side, do whatever feels good. Use blocks if you need them. Release your arms. Keep the knees soft. Slowly round yourself all the way up to standing, stacking bone on top of bone for 3, for 2, and 1. When you get to the top, inhale your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, draw them back and slide them down. 2 more, breathe in. And out. Last one, inhale. Exhale. With your next breath in, sweep your arms up towards the sky, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down, fingertips hit the floor. Halfway lift, hands to shins, butt goes back, crown of the head reaches forward. Step back to a high plank and pause on the top of a push-up. You can lower your knees if you need to. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lower halfway down. Up dog or cobra pose, squeeze the fronts of the thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands towards the back of the mat, towards your feet. Take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise all the way up. Press the feet down. Stretch the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, pull it through to your heart center. Chair pose. Bend your knees, drop your butt, arms come up with your ears. Curl your tailbone down. Pull your arm bones back. And really try and click your heels out. They're not going to move, but the heels are going out like you are kind of heel toeing yourself. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Now listening close, coming up onto the balls of your feet. So your heels are over top of the balls of your feet. You're going to slowly lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this little toe stand, gently place your knees down onto the ground and then pop up so you're high onto your shins. Now it's easier with your toes tucked. If you want it harder, you can untuck them. Take your arms wide to the side. As you lean back, close your hands together. As you lean forward, open the arms. Now it's as if your body was a plank of wood. Lean back. So you're not hinging at the hips, you're squeezing the glutes, using this eccentric contraction of the quads. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Let's do 2 more. Last 2. Last one. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to step your right foot to the top of the mat. So you're in a low lunge. Hoya. Breathe in and out. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now that free right hand, the back hand, is going to catch your left hamstrings. Lean back into a little itsy bitsy back bend. 1 more breath in. Core brings you up. Hook the left elbow onto the outer edge of the right knee. Palms come together so you're in this closed twist. Tuck your left toes under. You can stay here or lift your left knee up off of the ground. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2. Drop your left heel. Arms come to a T. Relax your shoulders. I know it's a lot on the right leg. Good, and then straighten the right leg. Flip the right palm up. Left hand to back thigh. Exalted triangle. Getting some breath into your right side body. Into a regular triangle back to center. Hips shoot back. Reach your right fingertips forward. And then tip right arm down, left arm up. Try and lean back into your back body. You can gaze down, to the side, or up. And soften your right knee, bring it all the way back up. Point your right toes towards the long edge of your mat. Lengthen with your breath in, wide-legged forward fold with your breath out. Grabbing anywhere you can reach. Maybe that's just the ground. You might be able to grab your feet. Ready to take a halfway lift. Point your toes out. Now we're coming into either a lateral lunge on the left leg or a Cossack squat. So if you're lateral lunging, walk your hands towards your left leg and start to bend into your left knee. Really wing that left knee open. And you can stay here with your hands down. If you want a bit more challenge, hands off of the ground. If you have the mobility, lunging all the way into your left leg, into that Cossack squat. Now look at your right foot. You're going to keep your body low, even if you're in the lateral lunge. Keep the body low, lunging into the right foot, plant the left palm down, roll to the outer edge of both of your feet so all 10 toes point to the right long edge of your mat. Heel toe your right foot down if you need to and reach your right arm up. And then bicep next to your ear. Good, that free right hand catches the right knee into a little modified side plank. Not here for too long. Keep corkscrewing the left shoulder blade onto the back body. And then release your right knee, step your right toes over and behind for Wild Thing. Into a high plank, pause in the top of a push-up. Remember, you can always lower your knees down. Take an inhale, lower halfway. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Walk your feet, or your hands, to the back of the mat once again. And that little forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold, root your eyes all the way up, press the feet down, stretch the arms up. Exhale, pull that energy through to your heart center. Deep breath in and out. Once again, chair pose, bend your knees, drop your butt. Arms up with your ears. Same cues, drawing the tailbone down, pulling your arm bones back, sinking a little bit lower. Challenge that dorsiflexion in your ankles. Hold for 5, 4. Keep clicking the heels out. 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, pop up onto the balls of your feet and then lower all the way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little pause in that toe stand and then gently lean back and rest your knees down. Pop up onto your shins, arms wide to the side, toes tucked or not. But when you're ready, lean back, palms come together. Inhale, lean forward, open the arms up. 4 more with your breathing. I know it's a lot on the quads. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, lean back and hold here. Fight for it. Squeeze the glutes, lean back. Step the left foot to the top of the mat. Low lunge. Breathe in and out. 1 more inhale. Right arm forward, left arm back, twist. Opening your body over to the left. Hug the inner thighs towards one another. That's going to help you balance. Take an inhale. When you're ready, left hand catches the right hamstring. So just drop that left hand straight down and lean back into the back bend. Not here for too long. Opening up into the front of the right hip. Keep squeezing the right glute. Core brings you up. Hook the right elbow onto the outer edge of the left knee. Palms come together. Now notice if your torso is completely resting on your left quad. See if you can lift your torso up and then press your left knee over to the left. So you're really pressing it into your right tricep, and you should feel that left glute engage. Right toes can be tucked or not. If you've got them tucked, lift the right leg up, hold for 5, 4, charge up the front of the right quad, squeeze that quad, 3, 2 and 1, warrior 2, drop the right heel, arms come to a T, and settle into it. Not here for too long, last little bit, holding, and then straighten the left leg, right fingertips to the right thigh, lean back, exalted triangle, into regular triangle, back to center, push your hips back, reach your left fingertips forward, and tip, left arm down, right arm up. Lean back into your back body so that the left half of your torso is rotating up towards the sky as the right half of your torso leans back. Soften the left knee, bring it on up to stand, point your left toes towards the long edge of your mat, toes in, heels just a little bit out, and then wide-legged forward fold. Diving forward, grabbing whatever you can reach. You can make this static or a bit more dynamic. Halfway lift, point your toes out and bring your heels in. Now you're walking your hands towards the right foot, so hands come over to the right. Maybe it's just a lateral lunge where you bend into the right knee. Keep winging that right knee open, so you're opening it wide to the right, holding here. Option number 2 is to not use your hands and hold there. Option number 3, coming all the way down into that Cossack squat, a bit more challenging on the mobility, on the ankle mobility, the hip mobility. Okay, keeping everything low to the ground. Pressing into the right foot, keeping it low. Slithering over towards the left foot. Plant the right palm and then roll to the outer edges of both of your feet. So all 10 toes point to the left long edge of the mat here. Heel toe the left foot down. That'll make it a bit more excessive. And reach the left arm up towards the sky. Left bicep alongside your ear. Now that free left hand catches the left knee into a little modified side plank. Try to place the bottom of the right foot down. That's going to help you find stability. Not here for too long. What's the saying? Not here for a long time, but a good time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Already release your knee, step your left toes behind you for a wild thing. Squeeze the glutes. One more breath in. I know it's a lot on that right arm. Into your high plank. Pause in the top of a push-up. Shift your shoulders past your wrists. Lower all the way to your belly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes. Spike your fingertips wide to the side off of your mat. With your next inhale, come into an oscillating cobra. Press into your hands. Lift your chest up. And exhale, bring it down. 4 more. Keep pressing the tops of the feet down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Next time you come down, just come halfway down. So your chest is still lifting up. Lift your legs up off of the ground. Take your arms alongside your body for airplane. Now think about your limbs growing longer, so you're pointing your toes back. You're pointing your hands back, growing longer through your limbs, reaching the crown of the head forward. One more breath in. And then release. Hands create a little pillow, and then bring your right cheek onto your mat and shake your glutes a bit. Feels good. left cheek onto your mat. Head back to center. Press back to a child's pose just to decompress the spine. And then take your hands next to your knees. Pop up to sitting on your heels. Swing your legs to one side. We'll do a butterfly just to create a bit of rounding in the spine. So feet together, knees wide. I like to have a more diamond shape. So when you're ready, rounding forward, dropping your head. Nice, round yourself back up. Feet into a bear sit. Windshield wiper the legs a couple times. And then drop the knees over to the right, coming into 90-90. And then just folding over your right shin. Bring it back up. Lifting the left knee up, coming to the other side. Nice, coming back up. Windshield wiper a couple times just to let that go. And then make your way onto your back. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Take it a little bit wider than the rib cage and extend the left leg long. Hand catches the right knee, drag the leg across the body into a twist. Inhale back to center and switch right leg alongside your body. Hug your left knee in towards your chest, taking the left knee wide. And then into the twist. Right hand catches the left knee. Drag the leg across. And release, back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And make your way to Savasana. Arms wide, legs wide. Close your eyes. And just allow your body to be still and heavy. Feel free to stay here for as long as you need. Give yourself that time and that extra TLC. But if you're with me, you can wiggle your fingertips and your toe tips, rolling out your ankles and your wrists, bending your knees in towards your chest and rolling to your left. And then making your way to a tall seat. When you get there, take your hands to your heart. And then place your thumbs in between your eyebrows, connecting to your intuition. And from here we bow to each other and we bow to it all. Lots of love and light, everybody.